there's got to be a certain joy to bring Katherine Hahn to the world in this way, to bring these stories, to have the flexibility within this framework. If you just talk about how much fun it is to bring this to the Marvel Universe.
Big change.
You nailed it. I mean, getting to do anything with Katherine Hahn ever, anywhere, is a blessing. But then to be able to play with this character who has so much going on and is so, magnetic and complicated and nasty and duplicitous and hilarious. And then in the world of the MCU that I get to play in sort of this corner of the sandbox, in sort of the WandaVision Westview world, but then expand it into a new dimension. Yeah, it's a total blast, and I feel incredibly lucky.
I want to talk about that sandbox because there's obviously incredible opportunities, but there's also limitations often in these projects where you have to fit very specific puzzle pieces in order to meet a specific goal. And yet with this project, because it is so, you are playing literally with tone, with genre, with all of these elements. In some ways, did you win the lottery because you have all the benefits of the prestige of Marvel, but you also get to make it very much your own?
Yeah, absolutely. I say all the time that I won the lottery. Absolutely. It's totally true. The opportunity to work inside of the MCU is an enormous honor and opportunity because of the scale of everything and the enormous mythology of it, and because of the fandom. Like, these are incredible fans; they're so passionate. So that's amazing. But yeah, I like sort of being off to the side. I like not being beholden to sort of like a larger global universe stakes type
Lore.
of a yeah. I mean, I like keeping things to a discrete ensemble. I like the stakes when they're about specific individuals and specific characters, and so but then the playing with the genre, I mean, that's my bag. Like, I'm just like, I want to do all the things, and what is so interesting, the thing that's most interesting to me in the sort of development process is like, how can I pull in as many genres and illusions and tones as possible and still make it make sense?
Now, how specific are you when you're actually playing this? Obviously, you're dealing with, I mean, I love the credit sequence on the opening where you're obviously alluding very much to the Scandinavian genre procedurals, but I mean, there's also elements of everything from Almost Famous to Hair in later episodes. If you could talk about like how specific are you when you're writing or have the team that's putting it together? Are you saying, look at this film, and actually screening specific things and specific projects?
We're very specific. I mean, WandaVision had a really tight system. It was very clear. It took us a long time to land on, are we going, which sitcoms are we doing? Are we going, through the ages? Like, is it historical? Like, how are we doing it? And we fashioned, like a really watertight system.
But are you marathoning Brady Bunch? Like,
yes, totally we are. Yeah. Well, constantly. On WandaVision, each writer, they were assigned an era and specific sitcoms that they had to become experts in. With this one, the mythology, the sort of the framework of it is different, and it feels kind of looser, but it was more about witches and pop culture. And so, as we move forward, some of the episodes like have a vibe and an aesthetic that is kind of self-contained. And so for the different episodes, that writer, and we would deep dive in whatever that is. Episode 3, you've seen through 4.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to talk? Yeah. So episode 3 is Nancy Meyers movies and Big Little Lies and sort of bougie ladies at beach house kind of thing. And then episode 4, then we're looking at Suspiria and Rosemary's Baby and Season of the Witch and the entire Fleetwood Mac catalog. So it wasn't as carved out as WandaVision, but we were very, very specific in our influences.
We have to wrap, but I have to talk about the title sequence because I think the title sequence illustrates immediately the tone that you're going for, this drawing in from all these multiple images of what we actually think of in terms of witches.
Yeah.
So what do you think we don't know about witches that we're going to learn from this episode?
Oh my gosh, that's such a hard question. What do we know? Well, I mean, I don't consider myself well, no, I am kind of an expert at witches at this point.
By now, sorry.
I mean, I think the show isn't about illuminating something new about witches necessarily, but I think it's about illuminating something new about Agatha, about the character, and about peeling back her layers and sort of unfurling a larger mystery about her.
And allowing one of the great actors of all time to actually shine. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's such a fun show.
Oh,
and
thank
really,
you.
Really think that it found its footing this season. It's so
Oh.
exciting. So congratulations and
Thank you.
have fun playing the sandbox.
Thank you.
All the best.
I
Take care.
really loved your questions. They were really
Wow.
great.